Hello and welcome back to my channel. As you know, I have been exploring Turkey, and if you haven't seen those videos yet, definitely check them out. Today we are officially crossing into Balkans, and we are doing it in a very adventurous way on an overnight train from Turkey to Bulgaria. Border stops, night views and the magic of slow travel. So let's go! So the plan is to get off the train in Plovdiv, Bulgaria, pick up our rental car and then hit the road towards our next destination, Skopje, the capital of North Macedonia. The drive from Plovdiv to Skopje is about 6 to 7 hours and is around 350 kilometers. Scenic roads, mountains and quiet countryside. As we drive through Bulgaria, we are crossing one of the oldest countries in Europe. Bulgaria is known for its mountains, monasteries with peaceful, laid-back vibes. Bulgaria is also famous for its rose oil, yogurt and warm hospitality, and we will experience all of that in our return journey. So Bulgaria is famous for its Rose Valley, which produces over half of the world's rose oil. Well, that's an interesting fact. Also, Bulgaria is home of yogurt thanks to a unique bacteria called Lactobacillus bulgaricus. We are now at Bulgaria-North Macedonia land border, getting ready to cross over and continue our journey towards Skopje. North Macedonia became independent in 1991 after the breakup of Yugoslavia and has a rich mix of ancient Ottoman and modern styles. Speaking about Skopje, which is the capital city of North Macedonia, and it lies in the Vardar River Valley, an important location since Roman times. Alexander the Great was from ancient Macedon. Skopje is also famous for largest Ottoman-era Bazaar in Europe outside Istanbul, full of cafes, handicrafts and historic mosques. Did you know that Mother Teresa was born in Skopje in 1910 and has a memorial house in the city center which we will be visiting in our walking tour? Well, we are officially in the city of Skopje, the capital of North Macedonia, and I can't wait to explore this beautiful city. Here you can see a big dramatic fountain dedicated to Philip II, father of Alexander the Great. The fountain just ahead of us represents Alexander's mother Olympia, surrounded by symbolic sculptures. Did you know Skopje is also sometimes called City of Statues because it has more than 145 statues in the city? We are now on the stone bridge connecting the old bazaar with the main square. The stone bridge was built in 1400s by the Ottomans, and this exact crossing point has been important since Roman city Skopje stood here. So an interesting fact, medieval Skopje became a center of Slavic culture and learning, and Skopje has Albanian, Turkish, Roma and Macedonian communities, giving the city a rich cultural diversity. This white statue is of medieval Macedonian Emperor Samuel, and he ruled the beautiful city of Ohrid. This huge iconic statue, one of Skopje's most famous landmarks, warrior on a horse Alexander the Great, lies in the center of Macedonia Square, and it has a full musical light show at night. Skopje is the birthplace of Mother Teresa, and this is a memorial that shows her early life. She was born here in 1910 when Skopje was still under Ottomans. Right ahead is a triumphal arch, a Roman-style arch celebrating Macedonian independence. You can also take an elevator inside to the top. We are now in Women Warrior Park, and it's a small park filled with statues honoring women warriors, and despite being in the city center, it's very peaceful over here. This is the artistic horse sculpture symbolizing struggle and movement. Right ahead of us is Prometheus statue, or the Golden Horses, a dramatic statue with golden horses and tall white pillars, and is one of the most photographed pieces of art in Skopje. So our guide shared a short story regarding the statue. So when naked Prometheus statue was unveiled in Skopje, it caused some controversy and authorities temporarily covered it during events. But it's purely symbolic, representing heroism and Prometheus bringing fire or knowledge to humanity. This sculpture honors founders of the Macedonian Revolutionary Organization who had major influence in the fight of independence from the Ottomans. The most popular breakfast here in Skopje is burek, which is a flaky, delicious and usually paired with yogurt.
It shows us the style that was dominant here before the earthquake in 1963. Then we have the modernism coming, this Markotex building. Then the 1990s, the transitional years, this Sparkasa Bank, combining classical ideas with new material possibilities. And the one in the corner, the triangular building. It came with the Skopje 2014 coast.
We are now outside the Museum of City of Skopje, which is located partly inside the old train station destroyed in the 1963 earthquake. The broken clock still shows the exact time of the earthquake. Well, that's interesting. This is the bull sculpture, a modern sculpture symbolizing strength and energy. An interesting fact is that post-earthquake, Skopje became a hub of experimental architecture and art. As we walk back to the Macedonian square, on our right is the Church of Holy Equal to the Apostles, a peaceful church known for its beautiful icons. It was built in traditional Orthodox style. Memorial House of Mother Teresa. Right in front of us is the Mother Teresa Memorial or the museum, and this modern museum celebrates her humanitarian legacy. The design is inspired by both her childhood and her spiritual life. So she lived in Skopje until age 18 before leaving to become a nun. We are back at the Macedonia Square, which is the largest square in Skopje and is also the central hub of the city, surrounded by important government buildings and cultural landmarks. As part of Skopje 2014 project initiated by the government, the square was renovated with neoclassical buildings, fountains, and dozens of statues as part of this initiative. The statue of Alexander the Great dominates the square, a 22-meter tall golden monument on horse, symbolizing Macedonian heritage. This white statue of Emperor Justinian I, who was a Byzantine emperor, born near Skopje, and he built the famous Hagia Sofia in Istanbul. Just in front of us is a sculpture of a revolutionary secret group from the early 1900s. They were part of Macedonian resistance during Ottoman rule. As we walk on the stone bridge, on the other side we see the Bridge of Civilizations, and it has around 30 statues lining the sides, and each one of them represents a historical figure from Macedonia's past. We are back on the old city side, and here you can notice the Olympia fountain and Philip II statue. At this point, I would also like to talk about the four important and main symbols of Skopje. The first one is Varda River, the lifeline of the city flowing through its heart. Second is the Kale Fortress, the historic fortress overlooking Skopje. The third is Sar Mountains, the natural backdrop surrounding the city. And the fourth is the stone bridge, Kamen Most, the most iconic bridge connecting old and new Skopje. Right ahead of us, a giant cross overlooking Skopje, visible from almost anywhere in the city, is the Millennium Cross on Mount Vodno. You can take a cable car up to the viewing point and it would be a fun ride.
This church is from the late Ottoman period, but it is high above the ground, pretty visible. That means it is built after the middle of the 19th century, when the Ottoman Empire, influenced by the West.
This is the church of St. Demetrius, known for its peaceful vibes and religious icons. So Skopje has a dramatic earthquake history, with the 1963 quake destroying around 80% of the city. And thanks to help from over 80 countries, the city was rebuilt with modern streets and buildings, while the landmarks like the stone bridge, Kale Fortress and Old Bazaar survived, connecting the city's past with this present. We are now passing by Daoud Pasha Hammam, which is a converted Ottoman bathhouse used today as an art gallery. The domes and the brickwork are original 15th century design here. Skopje's Old Bazaar area was a major Ottoman trade and cultural hub. And as we enter the Old Bazaar, a maze of cobblestone lanes with shops selling jewelry, crafts and traditional items can be seen.
Midnight bonfire light, stars are shining bright. Everything feels right in this paradise night. Vacation time, I'm feeling so fine. Living in the moment, sipping on sunshine.
As we walk here in the Skopje's Old Bazaar Ottoman era market, we notice certain streets specialize in different crafts. Here you will find jewelers, metal workers, textiles and traditional clothing, spices, sweets and local delicacies.
Music in the air, laughter everywhere, dancing without a care, soaking up the flare. Midnight bonfire light, stars are shining bright. Everything feels right in this paradise night. Vacation time, I'm feeling so fine. Living in the moment, sipping on sunshine.
For sure, this Old Bazaar is a mix of Ottoman, Byzantine and Macedonian influences, and despite centuries of earthquakes and wars, is still the heartbeat of Skopje's culture and commerce. Here is the Church of Ascension of Jesus, a small church partly built below ground level, and the reason for that was to protect church during Ottoman times. Its wooden icon status is extremely detailed and hand carved. The most famous Kale Fortress is a hilltop fortress overlooking the whole city, and some walls here date back to 6th century.
Hello, my name is Vasko. I am a guide for the free Skopje walking tours that happen every day in Skopje, Republic of Macedonia, or you prefer Republic of North Macedonia. So I'll be glad to be your host any day when you come to Skopje. Our tour starts between 2.5 to 3 hours, combining the central area of the city, the newer and the older historic part of the city of Skopje. Nice to meet you.
After having an amazing time exploring the city of Skopje, we are now in the Old Bazaar area and in this restaurant overlooking the Kale Fortress. So let's enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the walking tour of Skopje, the old city area, and I'll see you in my next video. Till then, have a good one and bye-bye.